Hello everybody and welcome back to game 2 here between IG and VG. Unfortunately we're going to have to jump straight into the all-pick remake. The draft has already been completed. I'm just keeping my eye on it so no one dies first blood or anything like that. Let's just head over into the game. Let's head over there, see what we're dealing with. I am alone for now. My co-caster, my first co-caster lost internet, lost electricity because of load shedding in his country. My second co-caster I think has lost the will to live or his PC power, I'm not too sure, but he's disappeared as well. I'm all on my lonesome for this one. VG versus IG game 2. Game number 1 went the way of VG. And in this game, what a draft. Mirana for FY down towards mid, going for the brown boots first. Then going to be moving into, more likely not the arcanes and mechs that he made relatively popular. Queen of Pain. Oh, first blood going to be attempted here onto Luo. He's going to get right-clicked down by Fenrir. The Fire Spirits will do a relatively good amount of damage to him as well as the right-clicks coming out. As Ferrari, maybe the second one to fall here. Super dropping low, but the last word will not finish him off. This is going to be a 3-0 sweep of IG at that root spot as FY, the F-God. He gets a triple kill as the creep spawn. That's a pretty good way to start the game. ISSI heading up to the top lane on this off-lane Phoenix. How playing the mid Lycan. Down at bot, Super on the Queen of Pain, while Fenrir will be playing your Treant. FY on that Mirana. Man, oh man, what a start. Burning on the Drow Ranger up at top lane, supported by Faith on the Silencer, while mid, Ferrari 430 on that Storm Spread, and then it will be bot lane dual lane. Luo and Chuan on the Viper and Lion, respectively. Whew. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, decently. Okay, are you watching a Dota TV? Are you all ready and set to go? Okay, good.
Yes, I should be set to go.
Did you miss the 3 deaths?
Yes, I did.
Unfortunate. FY, he killed 3 people at the rune spawn. A little bit fortunate that he was the one. Oh, now he's going to get arrow onto Faith. The right clicks are coming in. And Ice is here to help finish him off. Does he give it to... Yeah. Give it to FY. He's now dominating. 1,200 gold a minute and a half into this game as a support Mirana.
How is he 4-0 and level 1?
Because he shared the first 3 kills with 5 people. 4 people.
Oh, okay.
So he would have got about 100 experience from that. Maybe a bit more. Maybe about 120 experience from that.
Another arrow flying in. I mean, he's got arcane boots now, minute 2.
Sorry guys, I forgot about showing CS. I apologize. That's on me.
I'm actually gonna first have to look at the draft to see what we're dealing with, because I kind of jumped in at a moment's notice. So, okay, fair enough. ISS is playing Phoenix even against Silencer on the offlane. Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Definitely, he's got the balls to do it. Pulling through on the Radiant side, you can always pull that large camp across to your creep wave, get a little bit extra gold experience, but more importantly, you're holding the creep equilibrium back. Get it towards your tower where you can more safely get XP and gold. Down on the spot lane, how are we looking? Super on the Queen of Pain, so switching lanes up a little bit here. As How is now playing the mid lane, Lycan.
Gonna see, Fenrir is currently just hovering on mid lanes, not doing anything in particular. He could just constantly put armor on... Who could he put it on? I mean, bot lane is kind of wasted since it gets removed by poison attack the whole time. Mid, more likely, yes.
How at mid, so he can go up and right-click Ferrari down a little bit. Get the harass in there, because right now he's dealing with level 2 remnants and level 2 overload. It's getting a little bit too much. Oh man, no way! FY really hit an arrow there? There's creeps! There are creeps here! How do you... I guess he was standing over in the trees and launched the arrow diagonally across the lane.
It kind of happens every single time though. It's whenever he plays from around, for some reason he always finds like arrow target, even though everybody knows, you know, and everybody is expecting it. Chuan, is he gonna get arrowed as well? Who knows? But I mean, of course, Radiant Mirana is a lot easier to play than Dire roaming Mirana. But still, I missed the first 3 kills, so I can't really judge how that went out. And Super completely abandoning his lane and going top there, blinking it onto Burning. Gonna try to put arrows, gonna fly in. It's probably gonna hit Faith. No,
he's gonna hit Burning. Faith dodges out of the way. The Fire Spirits are gonna be enough here to burn him through. As Burning is now 0-0, 6-0 up on the board. Faith goes back in with the help of Chuan, living armor, keeping him alive a little bit longer so they can take down an extra kill. Arrow not going to land, but one more right click will finish him off. Super actually gets that last Last tick of damage from the Shadow Strike, giving them that nice little boost of gold. I want to see the fight recap for this one, because they get a decent amount of experience there from killing the Queen of Pain. But it's still overwhelmingly VG taking this game by the scruff of the neck. Arrow accuracy was 100% up until that moment. Hitting a creep is not adding to your batting averages, really. I don't count that. I'm counting hero hits.
I mean, it's kind of difficult to hit as well when you're leaping in and then try to hit one in melee range, because those are the hardest areas to hit. Actually, mid range is the best. And from the trees, launching once again, burning. Oh wow! Shadow of the arrow actually flying over him.
I'm just looking at the net worth, and this support Mirana is ahead of the Lycan, is just behind Ice on this offlane Phoenix. He always does relatively well up here. But then you've got the Viper down the bot lane. He is leader of the net worth, but not for long, as Ice makes a route down to bot and finishes him off.
Gotta love the way the VG are playing now. It's in these constant rotations, constant aggression. In the first game, I did catch that on stream. The FY played a magnificent Lina as well.
Oh yeah.
Ended up being like, I think, top 4 in terms of net worth.
Oh, they're gonna go on How now. Ferrari Chuan making short work of this little wolf man. Living armor. Okay, short work turns into long work as the living armor keeps him alive for another 2 seconds. As Ferrari has to burn through a lot of his HP and may even be in a lot of trouble here. As fire spirits come down, yeah, Ferrari's dead. Now Chuan, there's an arrow, there's a Starstorm. Fire spirit's not going to land, but here comes the arrow. Chuan dodging, juking, jiving. Can he get out of FY's range? Yes, it looks like he just about can. And we'll get up on top of the ramp.
Yeah. Those arrows are kind of hard to hit. You have to basically run into them for it to hit. Since you just run away in a straight line, as soon as you see the animation, then you can start dodging sideways, and it's fine. The region run bot lane, Fenrir is probably going to snag that one for himself. Well, the good news is that Lure on his Viper, despite the fact that he's died 2 times, so CS is still far ahead of the Queen of Pains. So.
Yeah, definitely. And Burning, you know, he's died twice. He's still got quite a lot of last hits to his name, so he's building up gold. It's just what that gold does for you. Because right now, IG, they are running a draft. So they can take objectives, they can take towers, but at a certain point. Until that point when, you know, Drow hits level 7, gets herself treads or a couple of Wraith Bands, maybe the Mask of Madness. It's not that easy to go into objective taking. You can try Roche, you can maybe get, like, there's no one to carry a medallion. There's no Visage, there's no Venge, there's no one to give minus armor. It's kind of an unusual draft strat here.
Burning nearly ran into that. So Ice still going for the supernova. There are 3 heroes,
Burning.
But 2 of them were slowed up.
Burning, he's dying to the urn, but it looks like he'll be just about fine, and now they're going to get killed on FY. 2 dominating streaks being swung around there by IG. That's exactly what they needed. Still, the score is 10-4. But that, let's have a look at the fight recap. 1,000 gold and 1,000 experience.
Yeah, that's welcome to the current patch, basically. Everything that VG did up to now has been nullified just with that one move. It's stupid, if you think about it, but still, I mean, IG, it's completely even now. Absolutely, there's no other way of putting it. 2 dominating streaks, and VG lose a lot of gold, and IG gain a lot. 1k gold, 1k XP is nothing to scoff at this early stage. And it's incredibly hard now, because IG, they just put a lot of hard work into getting those kills. You know, very difficult setup. You could argue, you know, it's kind of VG were playing a bit more skill-based lineup, but IG just with those one overextension there from VG are right back into the game. Arrow being launched once again, Ferrari are definitely dodging it.
I mean, it wasn't a big lead that VG had. So the dominating streaks, you know, gives quite a lot of gold, but it doesn't give you that massive comeback turnaround. You know, when you look at a game and a team is like 7.5k or 10k ahead, and then you get 1 kill and you get 3,000 experience and like 3,000 gold, that's when you can kind of think, okay, well, that 1 kill was worth a hell of a lot. These 2 dominating streaks, they definitely will put a stop to VG's super aggression, because now that IG are on the ball and they're starting to react to things, maybe FY is going to think twice about where he leaps into. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't give IG that massive swing. You know, it's a nice boost, but it's not the swing of gold that maybe we'd come to expect later on in the game from larger leads. Smoke up now, though, into the Roche pit. No medallion, no Vlads, but with a DD, they feel like they can do this.
Yeah, How... He's probably gonna pop Howl rather late in order to not alert them to the Roche, but... He's gonna be forced to pop it now, realizing that his wolves are dying. He's gonna resummon. Yeah, there we go. Do IG know it's going on? Ferrari... Now, currently no pings coming out, really. Yep, that's gonna be an easy Roche snack there for VG Gaming. Well played.
Smoke in there with the DD rune. Easy, easy, easy. Ferrari now in the spot lane zips himself away, realizes, hang on a sec, Roche has just been taken. Where the hell are the rest of the heroes? Arrow. Gonna scrape past the backside of Ferrari as Chuan is now farming up on this top lane. Given a little bit of farm priority, get to level 6. The same will be done with the Silencer. They're both sitting at level 5 now. Burning with a Morbid Mask can head into the jungle a little bit and farm up inside there.
Thing is though, apart from the arrow, they don't actually have a lockdown for the Storm Spirit. Like, he can... If it's a completely even game, it's gonna be how? He's tanking a lot, but he will get the lasso with the wolf in the end, and Ferrari not gonna dive to just get the Aegis.
And then you got
If Ferrari gets fed, they can't stop him. Like, they have no disable to do anything against it. They probably need an Orchid on the Queen of Pain ASAP, and as well as an arrow to land.
Yeah, most likely Luo is well on his way to mech now. He's got Buckler and Headdress, so he just needs the recipe to finish that up. And that's when IG, you know, I was talking about these item timings and level-specific timings where Drow is now level 8, he's got the Morbid Mask, Wraithband, Treads. They've nearly got the mech on Viper. Storm Spirit has got his Soul Ring, Treads, and Bottle. They've got almost level 6. Oh, Faith, hit by the arrow, but there's not going to be a dive here. They've nearly got level 6 on their 2 supports. So everything is falling together here for IG. They've got this draft. They know that early on, maybe, the laning phase fails a little bit. VG have played very well to try and counteract what IG wanted to do. But over the next, well, in about 2 or 3 minutes' time, and then from there until about the 20-minute mark, we're going to have to see how many towers IG drops. Because they're just going to go hunting for tier 1 after tier 1.
Oh, that's true. At the same time, I mean, VG, they took Roche, but you don't really see a swing in the XP or gold graph, that is. It doesn't make any difference, really. Just that those 2 dominating streaks just completely turned the way. At least, you know, you could call it a turnaround, but it's just making the game more even, I guess. Chuan, though, he managed to hit level 6 and is now smoked up. Instantly gonna try to look for the kill on Super, but looks like he knows what's going on.
Burning loves buying Quelling Blade on these ranged heroes. He bought it on Luna earlier today, now buying on the Drow Ranger. It'll allow him to take Ancients a little bit quicker, but I guess he plans on staying around for quite some time, farming up jungle and Ancients.
Yeah. As long as Ferrari gets, I stand by my statement before, if Storm gets fat enough, they can do whatever they want. Like, Vici, their key here is a Lycan really. They want to group up with him at some point when he gets Necrobook, and then you want to 5-man towers. Like, sometimes you see Lycan being put into more of a split push role, but this time around I think he's more gonna, Arrow though, gonna hit on Chuan, he's completely on his own. Try to have a wander around and runs into 4 enemy heroes. You see FY preemptively popping the Moonlight Shadow, not knowing how many people are behind him, but it's only the Lonely Lion, really. And for Vici, they just want to press the advantage of having the Aegis right now and try to get as many objectives as they can so far, because once IG hit their stride and get their first key items, and it's gonna hit on Luo actually, but does he have a completed mech? No, but Strength Thread, so
he's still tanky.
Gonna go for it.
Ice. I'm not sure about this. You getting global? You getting killed? Chuan with a Finger of Death will finish him off as now Fenrir caught behind enemy lines. The Treant not long for this world as he's getting slowed up. How pops the shapeshift? But I'm not sure about this. Oh, okay. With the Overgrowth and Arrow, Sonic Wave hitting 4. Scream. They're going to take down everyone. Faith is dead. Chuan dropping low. One more swipe from How finishes him off with a triple kill now. The TP in from Ferrari. Cancel that, my friend. You do not want to enter the fray when How is on the loose.
But yeah, 4-man Overgrowth, 4-man Sonic Wave, that works.
Definitely does. And Arrow hitting the tankiest one as well, locking down that Viper so he couldn't pop his buckler. Did he get mech delivered as that fight was breaking out?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's really unfortunate. So Ferrari down in the spot lane now takes a leech seed to the face as he attempts to destroy this tier 1 tower. Still a little bit difficult though.
Nearly would completely pear-shaped, but Fenrir managing to get his Overgrowth just before he died was the key here. And Vici, they They have a good advantage right now, but they still need to get more out of it. Like in how much longer is he going to have the Aegis for? 1 more minute, roughly.
Look at bot lane. Ferrari still trying to destroy this tier 1. Super comes in with a scream, but it's going to be a TP out. No, it's on cooldown. He's going to zip away. Now he can. Arrow going to get launched, but it's not going to land.
Oh, wow. Even casual overgrowth being thrown out there by Fenrir.
Well, how does that set things up now? VG with over a 3,000 net worth lead over IG with experience looking the same way. About 3k lead over them. How? With the Vlad's Quelling Blade, he's got 3,500 gold. Now, you were trying to start a point whether he goes for the split push Lycan, or if he goes for that brawling Lycan and maybe buys a BKB now. Like, well,
I think
Necro 3 first.
He's fast enough that he can just go for Necro books, yeah.
Yeah.
They can't really, if they get Aegis with next Roshan as well, they can't really defend towers. I mean, all the outer towers are gonna fall. They're currently still 3 tier 2 standing. But IG, they don't have the items to fight them head on right now. Unless they get an insane initiation with Lion, for example. That's a different case. So if they get like Impale and then they can instant global silence and then kill this key target, that would be pretty good.
I mean, look at Chuan, he's 500 gold away from his Blink Dagger. It's not too far away. So he's looking pretty good about that as Luo. Mech into Yasha.
Moonlight Shadow, they're gonna try to catch Ferrari, but as I said, they can only hope for the arrow, really. If they don't land the arrow, they can't kill the storm.
They've got the, well, they had the beast in their sights, but the little Storm Spirit makes a run for it.
He's running towards top lane, and he's still on his own. Scouting arrow being thrown out there, so they know the medium camp at least was taken.
And now the smoke from IG. They realize that the majority of VG are off the map and they can't see them, so they're going to loop through the jungle. Both teams thinking, hang on a sec.
Ferrari's getting surrounded, but can they kill him?
I don't think they can. Leech Seed goes, Ferrari now has to zip. Maybe it's some ultimate bait. Ice, ice, ice. Dives forward, there's the TP. Do they have a stun? Arrow! No! No, no, no. It was close. My butt clenched, my toes curled, but Ferrari TPs himself out, just about.
I mean, he is playing rather ballsy. You saw him on bot lane. He kind of zipped in, took the tower. He took the tier 1 top as well. So he's got 2 tower lasters to his name. It's going to boost up his economy a lot. And Queen of Pain Super is going to desperately farming his Orchid, so they have at least one way of dealing with him.
Well, technically both smoke ganks failed, but I think the Radiants failed a little more than the Dire, seeing as Sonic Wave is now on cooldown for about 100 seconds. Orchid, Super, a couple of minutes away now. He'll have that by, what, 19 minutes? Maybe a little bit earlier, depending on how quickly he can farm. And in fact, it's 17 now. Let's just call it 18. He only needs about a minute or so to farm up the remainder of that Orchid, and he's perfectly fine. Luo scattered out by the wolves. Double wolves, in fact. Or is that one wolf with 2 tails?
Yeah, with 2 tails, yeah.
Screw off. That's dumb. It looks like there's 2 wolves there. What? Oh, whatever. I'm done. I'm done with this game. That's just...
Even the shapeshift form has got two tails, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, really.
Okay. And that's quicker than I expected. 17.5 minutes there. The Orchid done for Super. Did he have, like, Sage's Mask lying on the ground or something like that? Or was he just that quick at farming up?
I think he had it on the ground. I didn't see actually, so I can't judge. But it's pretty good. Yeah, he's 4-1 and 7. They did have the early lead, and they took down all tier 1s. Well, that's pretty good. Ferrari though, he's got his soul booster, so he's rather tanky. If they can find Orchid into Arrow or something, then he's still gonna die. Or Overgrowth into Orchid. That's also gonna work. Blink. Oh, getting fogged. Chuan on bot lane. Unfortunate.
So his
FY with a quick leap.
His big debut, the Blink Dagger, not really paying off. FY. I was just looking at his... oh,
Arrow?
No. That was... Okay, I was going to say, that was really, really well played, and he's got the
but mid lane, though.
The mind of a genius.
They don't have enough damage.
He's okay. He's got the dive. I was going to say that FY was a freaking genius, then I realized there's a wolf chasing the lion, so of course he knows where he is. The vision you're getting from these wolves cannot be understated right now.
Chuan being a bit impatient there. If he would have waited for Faith to close in, and Faith would have gotten the last word off, then they might have been able to kill Ice. And even if he gets a dive, he just returns to his original position and he's gonna die.
Yes, indeed. Luo with the what appears to be Yasha build after the mech, and I really like this now. I like the fact that we've transitioned away from the one-trick pony Viper with mech agonyms, and you're like, okay, well, I'm suddenly this really strong powerhouse for 5 minutes in the game. Oh dear.
DD Storm. I thought I was farming his Yule Scepter. That would be a nice setup if you can get the Yules on the Storm and then, yeah, Yules into Arrow. That would be a guaranteed hit. Still, even the Yules combo with Mirana is sometimes a bit awkward though, since if you don't have somebody else setting it up for you, then first of all, your arrow is not going to be from really long range, so it's not going to stun for that long. And second of all, it does give people time to react. You could, in theory, just put, I don't know, like some units in front to tank the arrow instead.
Is there a wolf in the ancient pit? I see a purple dot on the radar. I think the game's bugging out. This Satyr is also purple. Yeah, the game is definitely bugging out for me. They're going to go into the Roche pit here, it looks like. The Dar Observer Ward will spot them all out. How decides that he's got enough firepower just to run in there with what he's got. Arrow flies, he's going to thread the needle. Faith and Burning both dodging around.
They're really fast, but Ferrari might zip in to try to steal it.
Well, the global silence, Ferrari still zipping around. ISS is going to be the first to fall. Hexed and last worded up. How now?
No more Shapeshift.
Shapeshift is gone. Sonic Wave flies across 3, but Lure with the mech, keeping everyone super healthy. FY in the back end, Burning, healing up. How the hell did he just heal up so? Oh, the Bloodstone from Storm Spirit, of course. As Necronas and Wolves, How now chasing down Lure, but Queen of Pain's mega kill streak is gone. Fenrir has to TP himself away, and doesn't get bashed, luckily for him.
I guess winner is Roshan. After all, he's the one who stays alive. Probably not for long, since IG really want to go back in. The Storm reviving rather fast with his Bloodstone, and if they can get the Roche, which as dire, they're just way fast in the Roche pit once again. And it's unfortunate a bit for Vici. How did pop his Shapeshift really early, so he didn't have it for the fight. Even though Storm died and gave away a few Bloodstone shards, he gets the Aegis, and now it's getting infinitely harder for Vici. Before that, they had to really coordinate. They did the Orchid into Overgrowth combo, and that's how they managed to take him down the first time.
Well, Ferrari's death, it wasn't in vain. It kept Burning alive, allowed him to stay there fighting. They healed him up a whole bunch. So now VG have lost out on Roshan, losing out on the Aegis Immortal on How. He is going into the BKB next as his secondary item. While Drow Ranger has completed a Manta style, so not really afraid of the Orchid from Queen of Pain anymore. She can just jump out of that turn and fight.
It's also really good against Overgrowth, so you can get out of it. Overall, Vici, their 5-man is probably still a little bit stronger, I would say. Yeah, when they have Necro 3, it definitely is.
And they're not too afraid of Global Silence right now. No. Like, well, for instance, it's on cooldown now, but when it comes back off cooldown, they're still not afraid of it. They've got How, as long as he gets into Shapeshift, which I'm wondering if that's why he did it. Ferrari silent stop, but they're not going to get enough damage down to kill him. I'm wondering if that's why he did use Shapeshift to run into the Roche pit, because he knew that if Global Silence happens and he doesn't get into the wolf form, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Zip forward, Ferrari, who are they going to find? Viper Strike goes down, Super going to be the first target here. Brought down within an instant as How is trying to clean up House. Ferrari, Overgrowth, can he zip out in time? Looks like he can just about. Luo dropping low, but How is having difficulties pumping out damage onto multiple targets. He'll bring down the Viper, and he might turn around. Yeah, looks like he's going to have to turn around onto Ferrari. No, back up. TP, Chuan, he's got the stun. He's got the stun. Ferrari might die to Wolves. The double crit will go down, but Aegis Immortal will bring him straight back to life.
Yeah, the biggest problem that Vici had was How can only focus one target. And he was a bit indecisive. I think he should have gone for Drow Ranger, but instead he's going for the... First of all, he went on Ferrari when he was Overgrowth, and still, he was the Aegis carrier, so he realized it. And then Lure was kind of low, so he did go on the Viper, but all the while Burning's just standing in the back lines and dishing out the DPS.
That was 5,000 experience. That was like a 3k or 2.5k experience swing, and about a 2k gold swing again from IG. Overall, they are bringing this back with style. No. They're taking down towers. The Drow Ranger is definitely working out for them right now. Burning with 132 CS. His net worth is only 2,000 behind the Lycan. Lycan being a hero that you want to be top of the board, and you want to stay there for a good 20-30 minutes of the game while you're creating problems for your enemies, while you're adding momentum and applying pressure to towers and base.
Yeah, right now it's getting hard. Ferrari picked up the Yule Scepter, so even the Orchid combo is not going to stop him. He's level 16, it's this Storm Spirit, man. He's gonna have a fun time overall, and he doesn't even need to go for those. He didn't need to go for Orchid since he still gets the buffer from the Precision Aura. It's 58 damage. The solar kill potential is still really high. FY though picks up another Yule Scepter of his own. Let's see if they can do something with that one.
Well, Ice is the one leading
Burning
the charge.
getting scouted by wolves. Burning is pretty screwed.
Yeah, he's caught on all sides here. Super blinks in, the man to dodge, but it doesn't mean too much as the Red Drow Ranger gets taken down. Storm, though, zipping into the jungle. He's found FY. Vortex, Remnant, right clicks, dead. Living armor, Yule's maybe not so dead, but Ferrari has mana and he's got something to prove.
No, but FY still has leap up once again, and living armor is just so obnoxious. But Burning kind of getting... Overall, How is doing a really good job scouting with his wolves constantly. That's why we saw so many sentry walls being popped from the supports of IG. I mean, you see Silence. I mean, Faith, his net worth is absolutely abysmal right now. He's only got Tranquil Boots, but a sentry walls, that's pretty much it. He's probably saving up for the Hand of Miles recipe, I would imagine, with the 1.5k gold. That sentry walls, come on, man, come on. There are the most obvious observer walls are currently there, and he doesn't find either of them.
He's placing the sentries for the odd wards, but the ones up on the spires are the ones VG have placed. Over in the Dire Jungle, How can just TP away from this? Chuan doesn't get in time for the Earth Spike.
No. Bit unfortunate overall. Isa's Eyes is probably going to be forced to go for Yule Scepter as well, so he can get out of the global silence. This is too annoying. Faith not buying anything though with his 1.6k gold.
I was just looking at that and wondering, hang on a second. Does he go for a Midas now, 26 minutes in? It's not something we see from silencers in the Chinese scene. Often it's just you buy up the...
On Super.
You buy up the Oblivion stuff. Yep, living armor.
Living armor's not going to save you from that.
Finger of Death zaps the hell out of you. There's no TP. There's no TP on Chuan. He can't blink away. The Necroina's chase him down.
Still a worthwhile trade, of course. I mean, core Queen of Pain for a support line. Arrow flies out. It's gonna hit Lure, but FY doesn't really have the Fowler up. On the contrary, though, the storm is coming in.
There's the global
science.
FY cannot leap away. Fenrir now, he's running away with his Invis, and Silencer actually picks up a gem, so not going for the Oblivion Staff, not going for a Force Staff, not going for any kind of staff.
We're gonna hand it over to the Storm, I would imagine. Yeah, there we are.
Storm's
got it.
Lycan doing what he does best, split pushing into tier 2s.
It's getting harder and harder for Vici though. Queen of Pain is not snowballing as hard as she probably wants to. Her early start was really good. She was like 4-1 and 7, but now she's died 3 more times, and we all know what happens to Queen of Pains that just can't keep killing people. She just falls off rather quickly, being forced to go for BKB against Global Silence. Even that, is sometimes really difficult to time, since when you're blinking in, you kind of want to pop the BKB preemptively so you don't get hexed by the line. And then Silencer can still global you.
Yeah. It's going to be difficult indeed. So they smoke up and they're going to be looking for these solo... Oh, well, they're going to be looking for these IG heroes alone in the jungle somewhere, maybe farming Angels like they found Burning previously.
Chuan,
there we go. Yules into Arrow. Perfect setup for Chuan to die.
Oh. Well, it's going for a bit of a warding mission. He did manage to get the ward out.
Whoa, there's 3 seconds left on his TP. It needs to cool down, and they've got Fenrir. They've got Fenrir to Overgrowth. He cannot TP out.
Yeah.
He did a decent job there, putting the illusion in range, in the area that Arrow would come from. So he kept his illusion running back and forth here. But Fenrir with the Overgrowth, he doesn't need to launch a projectile at you.
Once again, though, Hal was scouting him with the wolves. He got perfect vision overall. And E-Blade Drown Ranger, that's something we've seen coming out though previously as well from Burning. He does like the item if he's going against heavy physical bursts sometimes, and it's good against a Lycan, and also a means of finishing off a weakened target.
I saw the Eagle Song and I thought, oh, nice, Butterfly. That's going to be good against the right clicks of Lycan and the Necroina's. The Queen of Pain offers a lot of right click damage as well. And then suddenly E-Blade. It does give you more agility than the Butterfly does, so there's that going for it as well, which gives you more right click physical damage. So I guess if you're feeling you don't necessarily need the evasion, the Butterfly is a better all-round of... I guess Butterfly gives you attack speed as well, but I don't know, E-Blade is so much more offensive. You got the chance to zap someone with that green burst.
I mean, it's nice in conjunction with the line on your team, really. Could be pretty good. Blink Hex, E-Blade, Finger. Pretty much everybody dies to that combo. Lycan, maybe not. Nah, even he will die. 2.1k HP.
Well, Fenrir looking for his Blink Dagger now. 600 gold, 1600 gold up on him. But it's going to get stopped short here. Super jumped on by Ferrari. Can they find Fenrir as well? They don't.
Yules? Why are you doing Yules? Yeah, Dual Scepter.
I don't know if they saw him. I don't know if they didn't care.
They had a ward. They had a freaking ward.
Then it comes back to my second point. I don't know if they cared. Like, Ferrari turned back at the last second there to go back.
Why wouldn't you care?
I don't know.
A free kill.
I don't know. Not too sure.
Oh, never mind.
Regardless, they didn't go for the kill. They didn't get the kill. They found Super. That's what they wanted and were looking for. Chuan.
Chuan, what are you doing?
Ooh, the wolf doesn't go through the woods. Well, on bot lane, Ice, spreading fire and love. But Ferrari doesn't like it too much. Jumps back onto the Phoenix, Yules up into the air. Ferrari now caught in that stun.
How many Yules are there?
Many Yules.
Yeah, it started off with the Yules onto Ferrari from FY, and then Isa self-used him, and then Ferrari self-used him. Too many Yule Scepters. Everybody's in the air flying around.
Well, are there any other big items coming out? Because we saw that Yules from FY quite some time ago. Gold hasn't really progressed for her. Super has the BKB and Orchid. Basher, yep, on How. Ice, Yules was completed for him a couple of minutes ago. He's now got 400 gold to spend. And Fenrir, he's getting closer to that Blink Dagger, but it's still a distant thought. While over on the Dire, we do have that Oblivion Staff up on Faith. Sansa building up towards the Orchid. Chuan has all the mobility in the world with Force Staff and Blink Dagger. Then you've got Ferrari, Yules, Bloodstone, and going towards 4,000 gold. Next up, we're seeing a lot of Shivas. We're seeing sometimes BKB, but he doesn't need BKB this game.
No.
He needs Shivas or Hex or something along those lines. Something that can go aggressive, but I guess Shivas is going to help you against the push. It clears out creep waves, slows down the wolves, and does all sorts of nonsense up against VG. While burning E-Blade, what's next on the cards for him?
FY. Bye.
Bye indeed. As Ice dives in.
Shapeshifting popped there from How. They want to fight.
Yeah, Super goes in with a scream. There's the counter initiation though. So, whoa! Super just gets evaporated. Burning right clicks him down within a second. The Supernova from Ice is doing a decent amount here with the overgrowth now onto Luo. Gets swiped down by a How. The big crit from the big wolf. Ice, right click down, burning, keeps on going, gets the E-Blade onto the Treant, but Lycan's already down for the count, and Treant TPs himself, no, runs away, Treant runs away, keep on running man, GG is called, Super just says, that's it, I'm tapping out, we're done here, IG, wow. Good job, we beat you pretty well in the first game, but game number 2, that's yours. So in the end, 1 apiece in the D2CL Chinese group stages as VG go 1-1 against IG.
Well, from the way the game started, you wouldn't have expected them to call GG. I mean, they're still leading by 3 kills. And, I think they had 2 tier 2 towers still standing. No tier 3 towers were down. But it's just the draft, you know. They last picked the Storm, I believe, right? IG? I think it was the last pick Storm, and then where they already had Viper and Drow Ranger early on. And then that just completely caught VG Gaming off guard, since they had 0 lockdown for the Storm. They can't deal with him.
Well, they're expecting, like we were, an offlane hero to be picked. I did throw out the idea that maybe Viper goes offlane. There's like that 1% chance that he does. And the Storm Spirit comes out for Ferrari, and you're like, hang on a second. Luo is going to go offlane Viper. They ran dual lanes with Chuan, and it all worked out well for them. But that's it today for us, guys. D2CL will continue later on tonight. I believe Shiva is casting some European games for us. There is an MLG game which started an hour ago. I'm not sure if I'm going to be casting that over on MLG, but it's between MVP Hot 6 and 5EVER. It should be a decent match. That's for the playoffs to get into the MLG Pro League. So if I'm doing that, I'll tweet out and let you guys know. I've been Durka. You can check me out on Facebook and Twitter at DurkaDota. Joining me, Slesh. Thank you once again for jumping in at such short notice.
I was watching the first game anyway, so yeah, I was prepared.
Good. So guys, have a good day. Hopefully you tune in to Cap and Shiva and Drag and Drop and whoever else is casting. Today is one of the busiest days of the month so far. So there's lots of games going on. Check out joindota.com, of course, for all of your Dota needs. There's Match Taker, there's streams, there's all sorts of goodies over there. I'll be seeing what I'm doing now. I might need to rest my voice, but I'll see you tomorrow definitely for some more D2CL Chinese action. See you guys later.